fantastic DIY here downtown Chicago at the famous Buckingham Fountain. Yes, Chicago is a city of gangsters. Yes, there's a lot of madness in Chicago, but there are places here downtown that are unforgettable and are a must to see if you are visiting here from another state, from another country. But I tell you, Chicago is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous despite the beautifulness and all of the towers that surround, that are in downtown. Very dangerous. A prime example would be this here. Here you have a 55-year-old man sitting in his living room watching TV. A boyfriend of his relative is having an argument with someone outside. According to the reports, over a dozen shots go off. Excuse me, over 24 shots go off. And one of those bullets went through the window, striking the 55-year-old man in the neck, killing him. DEAD. That's how crazy it is here in Chicago. Absolutely nuts. You have murder all over the city. You got jackings all over the city. Just like you have a robbery dummy. Yeah, 21 years old. I won't even say his name, but he's a Hispanic dude, okay? 21 years old, robbed a woman as she was taking out her trash. The victim was 21 years old. She was taking her trash out over here on the 3500 block of West 24th Street, okay? Not too far from the Cook County Jail. She's taking her trash out, and the culprit does what? He snatched 2 gold chains from her neck with medallions on them. The victim's mother, who is 49 years old, see this taking place. She runs out the house and approaches the culprit, and he snatches her chain too. But I'm gonna tell you here, karma is real. Charleston White says that there is no karma. But I'm here to tell you, karma is R-E-A-L. That is what exactly happened to this culprit. He ended up getting into a car speeding away with a driver. But as he got into the car, he dropped a receipt with his name on it. With his name on it. Robbery dummy. And according to the reports, the judge say that he has been responsible for a ring of robberies since he's been discharged on parole. You get off parole for whatever reason you on parole for, probably robbery or being armed with no license to carry or gangbanging, because he looks like a gangbanger. And by the way, yeah, we'll get to that. But anyway, so he robs the victim and the victim's mother. She was just taking out trash. People starving here in Chicago. Starving here. And they are on some serious nonsense. Serious nonsense. It's a shame. But no one, excuse me, people are leaving Chicago, but Chicago is being repopulated by citizens from Florida. And those people from Florida have no idea what they're getting into. They're moving throughout the state, just not Chicago, but throughout the state of Illinois. According to the statistics, there have been 14,000 people that have left Florida for the state of Illinois. And over 200,000 people have left Illinois. Like I say, those Floridians, they don't know what they're getting into. But it is a beautiful place to be if you can survive the madness of the jungle. If you can survive the madness of the jungle, you will be okay. But many succumb to the crime, the drugs, the robbery, the carjackings, the prison system here in Illinois. I'm just saying. Just like they closed that prison over there, Stateville, but they transferred people throughout all of these other facilities to facilitate these inmates. I don't understand it when I know that there is a few empty facilities that they haven't even occupied yet here in Illinois. That's because they got a plan. They got a plan for that. And just from my understanding and from my research and from me being a Chicagoan, those jails are filled with mainly black men here in the state of Illinois. That's in every state across the country, unless there's a low population of black people in that city and state. Other than that, where you have a majority of black people living at, they are the majority population of the prison system. That's 100. You can take it or leave it. You may not like it, but it's true. Absolutely true. When you come into Chicago, be prepared to fight. Be prepared to go to war. In fact about it right now, I didn't have enough room in the title space to put this in, but the war is real with Chicago gangs and the Venezuelan gang. Yeah, Trendy Aruga, whatever they want to call themselves, the war is real, and Mayor Brandon Johnson is going to receive a lot of bloodshed on his hands. That's according to the street. And these young gangbangers out here, you know, the young killers, yeah, the young people I talk to all the time, when I'm suited and booted, bow tied, them young guys that I be talking to, yeah, it is gang warfare here in Chicago on the south side. So as I said, all of you gang members, that's Black, GD, BD, Stone, Foe, anybody that fall up under the 5 or the 6-point star, you have to mob up. You have to mob up. And just from what I've seen and heard about the Venezuelan gang, they got mad choppers. Choppers that some gangs here in Chicago don't have. So my question is, how did they get these guns? How did they get a hold of these choppers? I'm saying, you have Mexican gangs here in Chicago. I wonder if the Venezuelan gang got up with some of the Mexican gangs. But I don't think they got up with some maniac Latin disciples or Latin jivals or Spanish cobras or Spanish kings. I don't know if they got up with them, you know, because all of them arriving at the 5-point star. But, you know, the MS-13s and all the mother Serenos you got, who knows what that's about. But it's crazy here. And it's also crazy in the city of New York. Here it is, you have, I'm sorry about it, I'm moving this camera around. I don't have my tripod right now, so I'm dealing with my hands. It is crazy. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, has got his hands full. Got his hands full because he's been indicted. On what charges? Charges that are sealed. We don't even know why he's charged, but they say that he's been charged with corruption of the city. Eric Adams was at a meeting, and the feds, after the meeting, confiscated all of his electronics. Laptop, tablet, phones, and all of those people that he placed in position, even the chancellor of the school, David Banks, all of his stuff confiscated by the feds. You have that female named Lisa. What's her name? She's another high position. Lisa, I don't want to mispronounce her last name, but her first name is Lisa. And she has a high position that Mayor Eric Adams appointed to her. All of these people that have connection, high positions, his constituents, all of their cell phones, their electronic computers, desktops, all of that has been seized. Some of them have even been seized at their own homes. So something really is going on. I mean, Eric Adams always told his people to go by the book, saying that he's a former cop that went politician. He said, go by the book. But how many politicians that you know go by the book? I'm just saying. They are calling for his resignation. In fact about it, you had one young man, Edward Kabad, last name starts with a C. He resignated. He put in his resignation like 2 weeks ago, before all of this even went down. Maybe someone tipped him off that Mayor Eric Adams was going to get indicted. Now the governor, that lady named Kathy, yeah, she can remove him from office. She can do that, but she hasn't done so yet. But I'm sure that she knows about all of the indictment and charges that the feds got against him. Now we know the feds, okay? We looking at this through this Puffy situation and other situations like Young Thug and Yo Gotti's situation going on. When the feds come get you, or when they have information on you, it's hard to beat the feds. It's hard to beat the feds. So I'm wondering in my head, what's going on with Eric Adams? Which leads me to another mayor here in Chicago, Brandon Johnson. Will you be indicted for corruption? Because there is some uncounted money that the city council is trying to get out of you. Where did that money go? Brandon Johnson? Who knows? Maybe Brandon Johnson will be brought up on indicted charges too. I'm just saying. And at the same time, he's trying to save these immigrants. He's trying to save these immigrants. For what? You can't even save the people that's in your own city who have fought, died, and bled blood for this country. A great example of a slap in the face to not only the military veterans here in this country that are homeless, but to the citizens of America that have paid taxes all their life and seem to be stuck in the same neighborhood or in the same situation in life that they've been in all their life, paying taxes. The city of New York, Mayor Eric Adams has done the ultimate. Now the governor is like the president of the state, right? The governor is the president of the state. So if anything gets approved, or if Eric Adams says he's going to do something, if I'm not mistaken, it has to be signed off by the governor, right? The city of New York is giving immigrants $4,000 to move out of their shelters, to be relocated. Giving them $4,000. Are you giving those homeland veterans in New York $4,000 to move? $4,000 to relocate? Are you doing that? The city of New York, Eric Adams, and the governor, Kathy, you know her last name. Are they doing that for the homeless veterans? Are they doing that for people who have been there in those shelters who are citizens of the city of New York? Are they giving them $4,000? No, they are not giving them $4,000. My question is, will Brandon Johnson try to follow suit, or will Governor Pritzker follow suit like the city of New York and give these immigrants $4,000 to move out of the shelter? The eviction notices have gone through and people are being put out of the shelters. Where are they going? If you're in the state of New York, you're lucky. If you're an immigrant, if you're in the state of California where they're giving out $150,000 interest-free loans to immigrants. Hell, you got veterans who can't even get that. And they living on the street, can't find a place to stay. But the U.S. government finds a place for the immigrants. People who have never even paid a tax here. Huh? It's outrageous. Have you seen these people on those translation apps when they tell you the benefits that they get from the U.S. government? Has anybody seen that? You should go investigate that sometime. You should go and investigate that sometime, and you should see on those translation apps when you talk to these Venezuelans the benefits that they get. It's a slap in the face to all Americans. I don't care if you're African American, white American, whatever American you are, and you are citizens in the city and state of New York, in Chicago, Colorado, California, Texas, Florida, Oklahoma, where they are submerging these cities and states with immigrants. Huh? Hell, you got people that just got busted here again from Texas today. People busted again here from Texas today. According to the reports, New York City has given over 150 families that are immigrants $4,000. Where y'all getting this money from? Seeing that you don't have no money to give to the citizens of the state, you say, well, I give them housing. Well, they worked here. They was born and raised here. They got a birth certificate and a social security number, okay? These people don't even have that. And what they do, they give them free license. You got immigrants right now getting free cars. I'm gonna say that again. Immigrants are getting free cars, free car insurance, free driver's license, free everything. Free everything. And if you are an American citizen, you should be mad at the government for the actions that they have done against you. It's like treason. The U.S. government has committed treason against its own citizens. What? I'm going to say that again. The U.S. government has made treason against their own citizens. It's sad. And all of you people talking about going to vote, what are you going to vote for? What are you going to vote for? All of this is a clown show. It's a clown show. Are you going to be bozo too? You're not even asking them for nothing. You already know what the orange man is going to do, right? You already know what Mr. Orange is going to do. Let the police loose on your ass, okay? Not to mention the fact that it's going to cost $4,000 more for you to eat, live, or do whatever you do right now if you do that. And it's no better for the chick that's from California. Yeah, that Kamala Harris chick ain't no different. She's all bad news too. They leave you with two bad people. Two bad people who can give you the worst of both of everything. How is that? How is that? They talking about Janet Jackson and how she was Roland Martin gonna try to blast her because she said that Kamala Harris wasn't black. She's not black. Check her birth certificate. On her birth certificate, it says that she's Caucasian. I'm just saying. Do your research for yourself. And so what? Even if she was a black woman. That don't mean nothing. Obama was black. And he didn't do nothing for black people. And black people didn't ask him for nothing. As he gave the Jews reparations. Right under your nose. Right under your nose. But you just voting because, what? Most people don't even know the records of the politicians that they voting for. And everybody know that politicians are liars. They're scammers. Cheat you out of everything. Even cheat you out of the benefits that they give it to immigrants. But you still want to go vote for them. Sounds like to me you have a mental problem. Sounds like to me you have a mental problem. I'm just saying. Can anybody help me out there? Huh? Am I the only one who seems to be a little upset or a little bit confused. I'm not upset as society. I'm upset as what's going on and how they're handling the citizens of this country, which includes me. Huh? I'm just saying. Y'all better think about that. Chicago. Will Chicago be another New York? Giving immigrants $4,000? Is Mayor Brandon Johnson has a trick up his sleeve? I don't know. It seems to me that Eric Adams did. Who's that? Close Ramirez. I want to thank you. Everybody that's tuning in right now, I want to thank you. My numbers going up. My numbers are going down. You know, they play with your numbers anyway. But it's okay. I got a message to deliver. And I'm going to deliver it. Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. or Mrs. Ramirez. Thank you. And for everybody out there, once again, that's viewing, that's watching, that's sharing this information, they not all bad. Ain't nobody say they all bad, but they getting all of what you should be getting, is what I'm saying. What about those Venezuelan gangs? You say they're not all bad, but right now, you got all these black gangs on the south side of Chicago that's about to mob up. And as I said, that that Brandon Johnson is gonna have a bloodbath in the city, and there's nothing, I'm gonna say it again, there's nothing that the police and that the National Guard can do about it, because it's gonna do what? Going up in smoke, going up in smoke. We ain't got no hope, cause we're going up in smoke. That's exactly what's gonna happen to the city of Chicago. What? It's already happening. It's already happening. You say what? I'm talking to politicians. What about the politicians? Who is that? Keatonsville. What about the politicians? I'm talking to, yeah, they dirty. They dirty. They cutthroat. You have to make gangster deals. You have to make cutthroat deals if you want to be a politician. That's just facts. That's just not mo talking. That's actual facts, okay? If you've been on this earth over 20 years and you have taken life a little serious, just a little serious to know anything about politics, you will know that politicians are nothing but gangsters. All politicians are gangsters. This country is ran by gangsters every day. But when you have a country that is already filled with crime, that is already filled with gangs, you let another country bring their jailmates here and set up shop. I'm just saying. Yeah, my number's going down. I got 20 people watching right now. It was 35 or something like that. It don't matter. For those of you who are in here, I want to thank you. That's 100. How is it that the U.S. talk about crime, violence, gangs, and here it is, the very same people like Kamala Harris, who Joe Biden left in charge of the wall and the immigrants, she decided to let all of the criminals in. The administration of this country decided to let all of Venezuelan prison gang members come into this country. And y'all think that's okay. Y'all don't think there's not going to be any repercussions for that? It's already happening right in your face. It's already happening right in your face. Sad, but true. I know my number's going down some more. I don't know, it seems like when you talk some real shit, your numbers go down. If you put videos up that's bullshit, your numbers go down. I'm sorry, that's not bullshit. You understand? Yeah, that's 100. And sorry about the vulgarity here, but that's where I'm at right now. Any information of truth, you get hurt for it sometimes. You get hurt for true information. Like I say, the truth can get you killed. The truth can make a lot of things happen that you don't want to happen. But if you put bullshit out there, man, it's going to blow up through the roof. They just put my numbers down again. Now I'm down to 14. Was at 35, 36. But it's all good. That's 100. What you say here? But see what needs to happen won't happen because everyone's scared. But then kids in the block talk this shit, cuz I know how to grind this. 100. But see, it's gonna get so ugly out here. It's gonna get so ugly out here in the city of Chicago, New York, where they place all of these immigrants in these cities and states to submerge you and rob you of everything that they should have gave to you. I'm just saying. Leave your comments in the comment section. And once again, I want to thank all of you all out there for viewing, for watching, hearing, sharing, and liking. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the word all next to the bell so that it will help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos or go live on YOUTUBE. Also press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And if you haven't been over to my other two channels, MOPOWERZ, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE, go check out those audiobook series by all means. And right now, the one that we got presently going is The Black Man of the Nile and His Family. If you haven't checked that audiobook series, go check it out. And if you're into hip-hop, rap, spoken word, R&B, go over to my other page, THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. Thanks for viewing. Peace out, and never give up on your DREAMS. Ah.